Zach Cregger has a new film out in theaters this weekend and made me think, are these the masters of modern horror? We got, starting from upper left to the upper right, we got Zach Cregger, Osgood Perkins, Jordan Peele, and Robert Eggers. Now, I am taking Robert Eggers out of this ranking and putting in the Philippo brothers because I haven't seen enough of Robert Eggers' movies, and I feel like the Philippo brothers, directors of Talk to Me and Bring Her Back, also deserve to be on this list. But yes, that's right. In this short, I am ranking these filmmakers. In fourth place is Osgood Perkins. Now, he did start his horror filmography with his film Gretel and Hansel that I've heard about, but I haven't heard great things about. So I'm only going to talk about The Black Coat's Daughter first. I haven't seen The Black Coat's Daughter, but I'm interested in The Black Coat's Daughter. The film that really put him on my radar is Longlegs, a genuinely terrifying and just overall creepy film. Micah Monroe is great. Same thing with Nicolas Cage as the serial killer Longlegs. And then we got The Monkey, which I thought was a movie that the script and story was a little bit off, but the kills were still fun. Osgood Perkins' filmography for me is okay. Like I said, Longlegs, very creepy, very great movie, but The Monkey was a very big disappointment and kind of notched him down a little bit. I'll be skeptical going into his next movie. In third place, and a pretty big step up from Osgood Perkins, the Philippo brothers. They directed Talk to Me, which is my favorite film of the decade so far. And they directed Bring Her Back, which was a purely terrifying and a fantastic movie. Now, I only have the Philippo brothers at number 3. The only reason for that is their movies aren't that watchable. I wouldn't ever turn on Bring Her Back again because of the way it just made me feel nasty. I had to throw up in the middle of the movie because of a certain scene made me puke. So there were stuff in this movie that was messed up. Probably I would never go back to see. Talk to Me is my favorite movie of the decade, but they only have 2 films. They're both great, but I'm very excited for whatever they do next. Number 2 is Zach Cregger. Got us started with Barbarian, which is a movie nobody heard about. Then it came out in theaters, and it's one of the most wacky, messed up horror films. And then his new film out in theaters, Weapons, which I thought was really good. I think the last half of the movie is just so intense and awesome and has all the payoff you want him to do. Zach Cregger is 2 for 2 in my book. Weapons had a little bit of script problems. That's maybe why he's number 2, but I am very anticipating this Resident Evil movie. He is an awesome filmmaker. But my number 1 is Jordan Peele. Get Out, which is just an awesome movie with an incredible twist. Us, which has some very creepy moments, but I think the twist kind of undercuts the movie a little bit. And Nope, which is a very underrated horror movie that freaks me out every time I watch it. Look, I think Jordan Peele is a master at what he does. He's able to make scenes that genuinely scare you while incorporating comedy into his horror movies. He produces a bunch of great horror movies. I think he's probably the best horror filmmaker out right now. And I can't wait for him, which is his new produced movie.